Hi, my name's Spencer and I'm the owner of camperking. Let me show you your camper van for the weekend. Let me show you the swivel seat and how that operates first of all. Both of the chairs in the front will turn around so that you can all sit facing each other in the evening. I'll show you on this one. It's nice and easy to do, and the secret to everything we do in the camper van is to do everything nice and slowly and gently. First of all, raise the height of the seat up as far as it will go. Once that seat's raised up high, then we're going to move the seat further forward. Then to move the rake of the seat further forward to clear this post, we just use the adjustment here. Then we're all set. Now underneath there's a little handle, which I'll show you when we come around the other side, but I'm just going to unlock the base of the seat and turn it gently around. When the seat's in full position, you'll hear it click and lock into place. And now the seat's where it needs to be. Okay, you can move it back. That's the adjustment handle here that helps us with the swivel base. And that's how it unlocks and locks back in. Very important that that locks back properly when you turn the seat back to face the front, because obviously you'll be driving in the van. You need to make sure it's securely locked. It's the same on both sides. You use the ratchet handle to raise the height of the seat as far as it will go. It'll eventually stop like so. Then again, move the seat further forward so that you'll clear this pillar here. Okay, so now we move the rake of the seat forward and adjust it again so that it's going to clear the pillar over there. Reach under and grab the handle so that I can turn the seat around. Just unlock it lightly, but now we're going to have to take the handbrake down, so we need to make sure the vehicle's in gear and be conscious of any slopes that were parked on before we release the handbrake. When we've done that, we can spin the seat around, and again it'll turn and lock into place, so you know now that it's securely there. And again, as much as before, we just adjust the rake backwards and the seat's comfortable to sit into. We have an adjustable table in the van which you can use as a desktop or for your dining room table. The leg unlocks and locks into place like so, and then the other part of the table here is designed to slide on one of the two rails. One rail's on this side so that will actually fit on, and using the driver's chair there that we've just turned around, you can actually use that as a working desk during the day, or alternatively it'll fit onto the centre rail so that with the 4 adults or family with the kids, you can sit as a foursome either side of the table in the evening. Makes it nice and easy to prepare dinner in the evening, and also for a game of cards or any battles over the Monopoly board, you can pass your games backwards and forwards and enjoy some family activities. We've got most of the facilities in the van that you'd expect to have at home, although obviously slightly different versions. Got a sink with the onboard water tank. There's a power switch we turn on and that drives the pump, but you use this just like a conventional sink at home. We have a gas hob for obviously all of your cooking needs and things like that. That runs on traditional gas, which I'll show you in a second. And a grill as well, or an oven, which again is run off of the gas supply. Down here we have a fridge with an ice box to keep all those drinks and food items nice and cool in your travels. Your gas bottle's stored inside here. It's a vented secure tank and the tank's strapped in. Basically the only thing you'll need to do is turn the gas bottle on the top. All of the individual features like the hob and the grill and central heating all run off of the gas bottle, but you can isolate any of them individually by turning off the relevant tap should you have a problem with any of them or even suspect that there might be an issue. Okay, this is the downstairs bed. It's a full-size double bed, or a rock and roll bed as it's known in the VW community. Basically undo the handle here, ensure that all of the seat belts are loose and not caught up. And all we're going to do is ease the bed down towards us, inch by inch. It's really important to take your time because the seat belts are all pulling through as we bring the bed frame down. Make sure there's plenty of slack. Again, nice and gently, and then it will drop and lock into place, like so. To put the bed back up, what you need to do is make sure that, again, the seat belts are nice and loose so that bed can flex when we lift it up. Make sure the rest of the straps are out of the way so they don't get squashed when we put the bed back. You'll find that there's an additional loop here, which is where the main hinge of the bed is, and we have to basically break the back like so of the actual mechanism. but don't try and push the bed back when you're in this position, because you can hurt your own back. What we do is we kneel on the floor, and we put our feet against the front passenger seat like so, and again, just as we did when we put the bed down in the first place, just a few inches at a time, taking our time, nice and gently pop the bed back into position and lock it off. Okay, we have lots of storage in the van. All of the clips on the van are designed so you can't catch them as you walk past, so you just pop the button in and the storage cupboard will open. There's a number of cupboards up the top here, and then we have a selection further down and in the back. This is the rear wardrobe. There's plenty of storage inside, and you can actually access this area from inside the van when these doors are shut. So great for walking jackets, rain gear, walking boots, things like that. All your utility equipment is stored in the back box here. This is the power cable that will hook you up to the main supply, along with some jump leads, the jack, and some adapters if you require them. And again, a little bit of further storage underneath. There's a rack provided on the top of the van for any other sporting equipment or awnings or anything else you're taking with you. Make sure you secure everything down correctly with the bungees. Then basically, on the back of the fitted to all of the vans, we have a bike rack. These are fitted at all times to the vehicle. Please don't try and take them off, but they're there for security, so your bike should be safe. These unlock, and then you can obviously put your bikes and adjust them to fit the sizes. Make sure that even though these supports are in place to hold them there, you use secondary locks to make sure if they're there when you get back, if you are parking up the vehicle. Okay, the power cable is stored in the box. This essentially is how you plug yourself into the main supply at the campsite. The connector cable has got two ends. The section without the cap goes and plugs into the campsite. The section with the flap fits into the van, which has got the flap. And this particular part just here will slide onto the shelf inside, and you'll feel the cable connect and plug into the van. When you want to release the cable, there's a little blue button on the left hand side here, and again, off she comes. To undo the elevating roof, we've got straps at each end that we need to remove. So we undo those. There's a special cubby hole up here which we provide so that these don't get lost. You'd be surprised after a weekend's camping how easy it is to lose one of these. So we always put them in there. Same with the two in the back. They're in each corner of the roof, so they're quite easy to find. Just pinch the clip, pull out the strap, and it's off. Same the other side. Pinch the clip, pull out the strap. Once the straps are off, the roof's got its own hydraulic mechanism. So all we do is put our hand flat against the roof. So then using the roof's hydraulics, you just push up and the roof will do the rest for you. Okay, with the roof up then, we've got these padded roof boards which form a natural mattress. So no need for camping beds or anything else. We can sleep straight on here. And then obviously with that double bed upstairs, we also have the double bed downstairs. Okay, to bring the roof down, grab hold of the handles at the top, but don't try and pull too hard, just bend at the knees. And your body weight will just very gently bring the roof down to you. If you need to top your water supply up, use the circular key that's provided with the van. Unlock the cap. And just normal fresh drinking water from the tap goes inside. No additives, no chlorine, just tap water. We expect all of our vans that run on diesel to get at least 40 miles to the gallon, but should you need to fill the van up on your trip, the fuel filler cap is behind this flap on the front passenger side door, and they are all diesel. Inside the book pack in the van, you'll find a membership card for the RAC. All of our vans have a personal contract. All the numbers and all of the help that you might need is on here, and all the vans have their own registration. They will know who you are. All of our vans are fitted with central heating, so you can stay warm at all times. It all runs off of the gas supply, so you've got endless reserves of fuel. Essentially controlled just like your central heating at home. It runs off of a thermostat switch. The hot air is fed out at ground level through the vents on the floor here. All of the vehicle's electrical supply is controlled through the main control board up here. If you essentially draw a line down the middle, anything on the left hand side is to do with the main supply. So if you're plugged into the campsite, essentially all you do is come in, turn it on, and now everything inside the van is running on 240 volts or mains appliances, just like you've got at home. If anything should happen to that supply, the whole system is fused, just like the fuse board in your house. The main on and off switch is here, and then the individual sections, for example the sockets here, are all fused individually. On the right hand side we have the controls for all of the battery supplies. The van has its own leisure batteries, and it has obviously the battery to start the engine. The van switch is the caravan battery, that's the leisure battery. You can run the lighting and the appliances for a short period of time on that. The car section, or the car selector, sorry, is the car's battery that starts the engine. Be cautious not to spend too much time with the lights on using that battery, because you do want the van to start again in the morning. There's one more switch that says pump. That's the water pump for the sink. Obviously turn that on when you want to use the pump. We have some additional information sheets in the van just to help you with anything you've forgotten during this handover process. There's all of our contact telephone numbers. There's an information sheet pointing out what's under the bonnet of the vehicle. Should you have any lights on or anything that you're concerned about, this may be of use. Again, a little guide to how you put water in the water tank. An explanation again about how we operate the power board and the electrics in the van. What happens and what to do if you get a flat tire and how to change it if you want to do so yourself. The gas bottle, all of the taps and how it's turned on and off, and how to hook that power cable back up.